So will we unban Overclocked in Skeletal Annihilation, a hero defense map? He's got to choose his hero with the Raccoon. I think the difficulty is the same regardless. Oh, it's the hardest. What difficulty we doing? Hardest, I assume? Which will be the bottom one. So you'll get like 8 different options. So choose the one at the bottom. Is it Annihilator? Okay. He likes the look of Illidan. Okay, let's start that timer off. So stop that. Restart. Okay, here we go. Now, how do we know he's definitely picked that difficulty? Because it doesn't state it, does it, so far? He's moving out with Illidan. Apparently he's the strongest hero. I did not know this. Oh, I see. Yeah, he's got more health. Immolation looks quite large. Definitely affecting a lot of these aggressive skeletons. As an observer, we can see more of the map. Or at least... I'm not sure if Overclock can see this much as well. We can see this, though. Oh, okay. We can see the first boss making his way as well. The Chaos Crab. And he's being blocked by the skeleton, so it buys Overclocked a little bit more time. Gives Overclocked time to farm up. Quite generous with the lumber already, which is quite nice. Lumber is used to upgrade. You can also pick up tomes that help boost your hero. In this case, agility would be best, or knowledge, which will give all stats. He's moving his way back with 70 gold, 224 wood. You can pick up a quest from here. It's going to destroy some crates. I didn't realize skeletons attacked from underneath as well.
Your soul is mine.
Well, it's been a long time since I've played this, so I don't know whether what I did is relevant anymore. But you can always find it on the channel. Is that Necropolis going to hit you? Yes, he is. 53 damage. It's not going to insta-kill you, but it's enough to push you back. Skeletons are blinking in. That seems kind of powerful. Skeleton Warrior 3. Their stats seem quite high, so perhaps he did pick the biggest difficulty. Chaos Cab has managed to make it to level 2 already, and he hasn't even done anything as far as I can see. He's lost 20 health though, so maybe he has. So one of the allied NPCs must be on the way. It's a shame I can't find Overclock's hero so easily. I'll have to look for it on the map. Can we change the colour scheme? I guess that might be best. Make it slightly more obvious. But the mini-map is so tiny. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Get past that crab. Do not get blocked. Oh, he's managed to find a gap. Going with the mirror image. Loses his immolation for now. Crab has leveled up to 4 and will continue to do so. Oh, he's got Starfall. Well, of course he does. It's not too threatening for Overclock the Starfall though, so that's not too bad. Just needs to stay out of it. He's got an hour to go. Needs to chug a health potion. He's affected by Disease, Demonic Drain. And he's using... Actually, Demonic Drain is benefiting him, I assume. Let's read that. This unit is under the effects of Demonic Drain damage. It deals to enemy units will restore hit points. Oh, right. Nice. So, essentially, lifesteal. Got a quest NPC trying to join in. You're just going to have to hang back until your healing comes through. At least healing salve doesn't look like it's taking too long. Healing like 100 at a time. Alright. He's got a nice immolation chain here, level 7. Scroll of the Slayer. This is basically an Ankh. Got the town portal, boosts the speed for movement, and health and mana. so he can stay relevant. Crab is going to take down the mortar captain. Another thing you can do about it now. Mortar captain, no. And now he's going for the shops. I believe the shops do not rebuild in this map. That was always one of the problems, is if you lose one of the shops, you're kind of screwed, because each one of these provides a upgrade for units or upgrade for your hero in terms of items or income. So everything is quite vital. So if you lose it, it's gone, basically. Completely gone. So you don't really want to lose that shop, unless losing that shop causes the... I think if that shop goes down to like 100%, sorry, 25% health, you get the Tinker. Ah, it must be 50%. Alright, now you want to essentially take that crab off. So that might have been Overclock's plan. So that's quite beneficial, because the Tinker is the best hero that you can get early on. You get the Mountain King if the Town Hall goes down in health. But the Tinker's technically better, stats-wise, but he's also kind of dumb. Kind of real dumb. He just patrols somewhat randomly. It's pretty hard to control him. Overclock's able to take down the crab though, so he saves the shop. Which is a good thing, because this is very important, this is. You can upgrade it, but it costs wood. Picking up lumber bundles helps though. Captain Jack can give like a little quirk once you've reached a certain level. Let's see, what did you pick? 20 damage but minus 500 health. 6 armor. You don't really want to lose attack speed, because that's like permanent. Health is like something you can mitigate. 500 mana for only minus 10 damage isn't too bad, actually. It's either the first or the third option. Greater Tome of Agility. Tome of Knowledge, very nice. He's picked up the Agility Bow. I think you can combine a couple of these items with a Tree of Growth, and it will get a funky sort of proc. Something like +1 agility every time you level up or something, and it's permanent. So you can get like a few extra bits of stats, or extra damage when you get 10 kills, something like that. It's been a while. It's been a while. So far so good. Overclocked is less than an hour to go. He's got Infernals, which have a chance to proc, I think, according to the Demon Hunter's ultimate. I think it is. Like, it could just be a chance for them to essentially proc on hit. I can't see his abilities, so I don't know for absolute sure. Trying to keep the skeletons under control down here. Farming this a little bit, whilst the minions are dealt with near the top. Some nice stats to pick up. Goblin Tinker taking care of the trash above. Oh, look at that. Volcano came out. And it came out from a hit from the illusion. Illidan's ultimate is Firebolts that proc every 20% plus 5% each level. Deals 200 damage to every target. Oh, well. Yeah, we just got an example of that, which was quite nice. Good timing. The Infernal's got to be, what, normal ability then, is it? That has a chance to proc. So Illidan's very procky. Yeah. His illusions procced an Infernal, so... And he has a chance to proc those illusions as well, doesn't he? So, a lot of potential with this hero. Let me just minimize something. It's triggering me. There we go. Oh, illusions are a spell. I thought he could also proc illusions, though. So these skeletons are really annoying down here. I guess the plan is to try to remove this necropolis fairly early. I'm not sure if a boss spawns, though, when you kill it. Necromancers, do they raise the dead? As if there wasn't enough dead already. Oh, the cleave from that angry shopkeeper. Necromancer's down. More Infernals. Chaos damage really helps versus the fortified armor. It's a good hero for this. Have you just gone and jinxed it so early on? It's a dangerous move. Let's see what happens when the necropolis goes down. Oh, you get some stats. And gold! So no crazy strong boss spawning. There's some X-Sax down here. He can't see necessarily what we can see though. Although he's probably stream sniping, let's face it. He's gonna lose the shop again. Yeah, if you destroy those X-Sax, you get like lots of little drops, and they could be beneficial. So you got X-Sax over here as well. Okay. Looks like you got a Pit Lord to deal with. Only piercing damage, but very fast nonetheless. Goblin Tinker's got this one under control. Just hang back and let the Goblin Tinker take care of it. Ooh. Greater Tome of Knowledge, very nice. The stats are starting to build up a little bit more, and you get crazy amounts of stats. So you can essentially purchase upgrades, and there's an item. I think if you upgrade this shop, you can purchase an item in here that gives you a greater chance for tomes to drop, so it's just more chance to get greedy, and I like that, of course. I love potential for greed. Who doesn't? Halls of the Dead up here. Skeletal Orc champions, just chilling for now. Sending in the pawns. No need to move the big guys in yet. Yep. There's a lumber mill over here that could be used to improve your lumber income, as well as, again, find another item that can increase the chance for lumber to drop. As you can see, lumber has a chance to drop, but you can get more of it. Overclocked. Having a little scout. He has used his lumber though, but he's gone for items. Adds plus 500 mana and an increase the chance to drop tomes on kill. There you go. So he's got that. You can actually use the Infernals to destroy trees, I believe. So that can also get you access to certain areas that you might not be able to reach otherwise. Get those few extra stats. A couple of nuisance items that you can't really do anything with. There's still some X-Sax there, actually. But he's feeling the pressure to move on, I assume. Captain Jack chilling over with the granite golems. I think Legolas plays this map every day. That firebolt, very nice. And there's a crit there. +2 critical strike. I think you get a lot of sort of mini stats as well, like abilities, passives. So things like evasion and critical strike, but we can't see those. But you saw he got a critical strike, and he's got an item here that gives +2 to critical strike. So there's stuff that's going on in the background that we can't necessarily see. Infernal buying some time. Yeah, Magic Fault. Requires another 100 gold. Overclocked has 200 gold and 176 on the lumber. Has the barracks position changed? I feel like that used to be over here. Okay, it has. You got like a bonus shop over here that doesn't necessarily drop the same items every time. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the Sentry Walls is one of the better items because you do get invisible units, and they're very annoying to deal with. Got Mayor here with a quest. I'm not sure Overclocked has picked that quest up yet. Looks like he's upgraded lumber. A couple of barrels behind the buildings. Immolation. It's got a good chunk of mana, so Immolation's not hurting him too much. He's actually got more intelligence so far than the other stats. He's picked up a lot of intelligence tomes. I mean, technically Illidan was a spellcaster. You just don't see him and like that, so to speak, in Warcraft 3. You don't. I don't think most people that don't know the lore think of Illidan as a spellcaster. But he does like his spells. Where does this waygate go? Does it go over here? There's some secret places on the map that will give you access to certain things that could increase the experience you gain. That firebolt is insane. At least at the starting stage, because these are still quite weak, these skeletons. We haven't seen them upgraded yet. Do you think he's definitely playing on the hardest difficulty, Legolas? He is. Because I'm just looking at the stats of the units. And they are reflective of what you've seen on the hardest difficulty. You can actually purchase items for the NPC heroes. But I think last time I tried to do that, there was a weird glitch where they kept dropping the items and then destroying them or something. So you'd like try to buy an Ankh for them and then they just drop it and destroy it. It's just like, what are you doing? I remember something like that. Almost level 15. Illidan's power grows. So does his intelligence. Oh, that's nice. Changing his camera angle. He's still got these golems over here to pick off. I'm not 100% sure if he's picked one of these options yet from Captain Jack. Whether you necessarily want that option. Plus 20 damage is actually pretty good. I think he's checking the cost. Needs like another 140 lumber or something, I think. Maybe just 100 now. Haven't seen another boss NPC yet. Ha! Just as I say that, I was gonna say, she almost wipes him out immediately. Fort Lightning looking ability there. You better take a health potion or nice kite towards the Tinker. That's she's not happy about it. Oh, the Tinker's just ignoring her. Oh, blimey, he's so dumb. She's got slightly better stats than the previous bosses, but the Tinker still trumps them so far. But it won't last like that forever. We're reaching the 45-minute mark soon. Overclock trying to finish her himself. Slow and steady wins the race. And she drops some goodies. A decent chunk of gold. Can purchase Vampiric Potion, Potion of Restoration, Scroll of Speed, Town Portal, Healing Wards, which are really good because they're percentage based. Boots of Speed. Free is about as fast as you can go, more or less, kind of. I think most heroes move about 320 movement speed. Plus 200 is 520. And I think the maximum movement speed is 522. So I'm not entirely sure, but just going off my head. He's brave enough to step out now. Engage the skeletal forces, which have increased in health and damage. So they've been upgraded. That was a cheeky firebolt from both the Demon Hunter and his illusion. Just checking on the buildings, seeing how structurally intact they are. They don't really repair. However, you can purchase a repair, but it has a long cooldown here, and it gets more expensive the more you use it. So there's like diminishing effects there. Because we've gone with 65 minutes, because I think something happens at 60 minutes. So it's like the last 5 minutes will hopefully be a bit of pressure for him to survive. He's doing well so far, though, so you can't knock it. Visiting Captain Jack.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, that's right, you come down here, and there's a shop over there. He's having a good think about it. I wouldn't pick the second one, though. Although armor is really good in this game. Especially versus tons of NPCs. I don't think he picked anything, unless he went with the mana one. Because his damage hasn't changed. His armor hasn't changed. Guardian of Life. Ah, that's because the Town Hall has reached 75% health. She's not a hero, but she's a strong unit. But at this stage in the game, not so powerful. But useful early on. I think if the computer NPCs get the kill, then you won't get tomes drop. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think you want to be the one that gets like the last hit. Ideally. Oh yeah. Annoying invisible units. And so it begins. Sentry Ward's still available. Guardian of Life is now the Guardian of Death. In comes... He can see it. He's purchased a Gem of Truce here. Firebolt took care of that, which is quite good. So that makes me wonder, would that Firebolt proc on an invisible unit if you didn't have the power to see it? So far, no match for Overclocked. I don't believe he's picked up a key yet. There are some gates on this map that will be unlocked with certain keys. He's looking... there's a gate here. How do I usually fare myself in this game mode? Well, I spent a long time trying to beat it. So there's videos of me doing it if you want to see that. Just go onto the YouTube channel, youtube.com/WoodyWarcraft, and look up Skeletal Annihilation. You'll see for yourself. Superior Tower. Yeah, these are pretty neat actually. You can purchase some of these. And they'll help buy some time versus the NPCs whilst you're out adventuring, trying to take out some necropolises that are outside of your base, your territory. I think it's these necropolises that can spawn... I thought it was fire shrines before, but there's some undead structures that are responsible... There's a key. They're responsible for spawning the invisible units. Yeah, the outposts themselves are invisible. That's it. He's lost this building. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yep, the invisible units have snuck inside of the base. Mountain King's out now because the town hall is like 50 or 40% health. Real badass, this guy. He starts off quite high level though. Does he always start off that high level, or is that just based off how long the game's been going on for? Yeah, it's pretty frustrating when you lose a shop because you can't get them back. It'd be nice if there was some expensive way to get them back, so at least you had the opportunity. It's based off game time. Alright, so that's not too bad. So you don't have to rush to get the... Is that the same for the shopkeeper? Would he be stronger if he came out now? Okay, apparently it is.
I should have been a farmer like my father.
Picks up a quest. Find the peasants. I assume it is that one.
A player's forces are under attack.
So you get some tips and stuff like that as to what you can do on the map. In the quest log. Oh, hello, Kildraden. Mountain King's got Unholy Frenzy. The level 15 Warlock has fallen. Going with the healing cells again.
The player's forces are under attack.
746 gold, 300 wood to spend. This is where having towers would be quite useful, I suppose. Versus these annoying skeletal assassins that come in and then start auto-attacking your buildings. I think Overclock used... Well, he's definitely upgraded the wood income. Here you can go with like the long-term income, but it's hard to explain that right now. "37 minutes left." Overclock's pushing out once more. Skeletal Orc. This is a new type of unit that will be spawning periodically with siege damage, so you can't really afford to let those reach your base.
A player's forces are under attack.
So they also have an aura, another reason to pick them off. Scrolling up to see if another boss is on its way. Probably wouldn't be, because it wasn't that long ago since the Warlock.
A player's forces are under attack.
Does that mean he completed a quest? Because I heard a little noise there. Okay. Wow, these Infernals. They hold up really well. No, I'm not going to. Well, at least he hasn't cheated and tried to destroy some trees that give you access to items, if those still exist. I hate that kind of thing. Getting some item you're not supposed to have at the start of the game. Just to make it super easy for yourself. OP says they don't exist. So you mean they don't exist anymore? That's what you're saying. It's a myth, yeah. I call them BS, is what I call them. Just typing greed is good if you want to do that. Or who's your daddy? Strong enough to go for the Siege Golem. Whilst he's at the Fountain of Health. This guy takes a long time to kill normally, so looks like Overclock's timed it quite well to come over here so he can pick him off fairly nimbly. Greater Bundle. He destroys the gem and a new active base has been placed and then disappeared. Not quite sure what happened to that. Oh, I see. Peasant spawn. These cages probably release some units that belong to you. Put some towers down. Help to spawn some more units. Although the skeletons are coming up to destroy this. Whoops. They might actually take over this. They're not doing too much damage. Overclocked is here to protect it. Mountain King and Goblin Tinker. So far so good really for Overclocked. Level 20 Demon Hunter. I don't know if he did buy anything from Captain Jack. Captain Jack gives some good stuff at level 20. That bonus attack speed is probably by far the best. Although, then again, there is an attack speed cap, so I don't know whether that can somehow bypass that cap or not. It's attack speed, isn't it? It's not attack cooldown. Because the only way you can bypass is by increasing the attack cooldown. Otherwise, attack speed has a cap. Attack cooldown is the coolest thing in this game. OP Monster says it's just attack speed.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Thank you, Pete the Weed, for subscribing to twitch.tv/Woody. Warcraft 3 custom games. Mountain King's starting to struggle a bit since the Skeletor and mages can heal the boss units. This is kind of where you need like healing wards for the Mountain King, but then you've got to babysit him as well. I think if you give him healing wards, he won't use them properly. Lesser Spirit Tower. Oh, that's no problem. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, if the mule can utilize items, then yeah, keep a mule back. Overclock pushing forward quite strongly here. Yeah, he's pushing for the win now. He's speed running. Is he not gonna like spawn a boss that's really strong? And then just like wipes him out?
A player's forces are under attack.
Is today the day that Overclocked will get unbanned? It could well be.
Town is under siege.
We've got some heroic music playing though, so all must be well. Not sure what these skeletons are doing. Did the Mountain King just die? I thought I heard the Mountain King die. There's a cheeky Night Sorrow. And he's getting closer to the keep. Goblin Tinker intercepting. overclocked. Goblin Tinker is holding up, but it is really close between those two. The Night Sorrow might actually end up overtaking. Yep, there's the town portal coming here. Life Drain is really annoying. Overclocked is back. Is he going to be strong enough versus the Nightcrawler, or is he just going to like... he's holding up not too badly. I think he's going to lose the Goblin... No, just keeps the Goblin Tinker, which is pretty primo. One of these units has Death Coil. Because that looked like he got Death Coiled. What the heck? Hero of Humanity has spawned to replace the Goblin Tinker. You can increase his chance of spawning, and he spawns with each wave, or has a chance to spawn with each wave. I think that's one of the strategies I tried to go with at some point, because I was like, oh, I'll just get the computer to keep spawning these heroes. That should be a good way to do it, but that didn't actually work for me. Healing wards. I dare you to give the healing wards to the Paladin and see if he just drops them and destroys them. Yeah, it's not always easy to get the Goblin Tinker though, because you plan to sort of let the computer attack one of the shops to bring it down to like 50% health, so it'll spawn a special NPC that'll help you out. But then that's the plan, but whether that lines itself up in practice is another matter. Okay. Less than half an hour to go. So you're telling me there's a chance. The forward base has a few things to purchase. Seems to be a nice sturdy retreat if things go wrong out on the map.
A player's forces are under attack.
These guys are just returning to base. They don't want to fight anymore. Hey there, Pete. In regards to what, donating via mobile? I'm not entirely sure. I've not really used the mobile app. I assume try the links and see if they work. If not, then until the next time. I very rarely use my mobile for most things, so don't have the knowledge on that front. Where's Overclocked gone? I see. Freeing more of the good guys. Until death or dispel. I'm a bit worried about that dispel. Imagine losing that straight away. He's good, the Paladin, but he's not super amazing. I wondered when they were going to spot these knights that are just camping here. Although the knights are going through the portal over here, are they, or something? Got some units travelling from down here. So some of them are triggered to travel through this way gate. Some skeletons have somehow managed to get stuck inside the trees. I'm not sure how they pulled that off. Adds plus 20 damage, 10% chance to drop wood on kill. I'm actually not sure where Overclocked's hero is now. Ah, we've got the increased barracks. Ah, there he is. He's Alshin. He's got increased strength. Seems relatively mediocre. His items don't seem too special so far. But he's done well. 25 minutes left to go. This should be in the bag. Overclock making this look easy. Those Infernals. Level 6 now. Yeah, he's pushing through. He's even got some Paladins to back him up. Level 36 and level 34.
Hi.
Hey there.
Overcut.
Overcooked. Over in control. I can't think of a better version. The crab is back. Thank you there, Jonty. Crab is back for some reason. Is he actually going to be able to make an impact? It looks like he's getting crushed right now, despite his efforts to set himself on fire, trying to deter the enemy from taking him down. Overclock is pushing very strongly here.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, Eric, thank you there very much for the sub.
Boy, Richard Winnie here.
Hey buddy, keep up the good work. Can't wait for some melee too many puppy make my rainbows. Soft Reforged seems kind of lackluster. I hope the editor breathes more life into the game.
Time will tell, eh? Time will tell. Someone asked about that mushroom map. I can't imagine that working. Oh, we've got some colourful skeletons. Some invisible, well, they're not invisible, but the see-through necromancers. I can't believe Overclocked has managed to push this far. Although he's taking some damage now. His stats are still quite low. What just happened? I think he lost his hero. Oh, yes, he did. So you got a Wisp that you can use. It has some abilities to heal and stuff like that. But you need to come over to the keep and rebuy your hero. That's dangerous though, because he's the only player. It costs you golden wood, doesn't it, to repurchase your hero. So if you don't have enough golden wood, then you basically can't get your hero back because there's no other players in the game that can resurrect you. So you can't really risk that happening again, Overclocked. You've got 23 minutes. I think he's learnt a valuable lesson in humility. He got cocky, and he's been put in his place. But he's still alive to learn the lesson. Remember, you just have to survive, Overclocked. He has to upgrade his base for another resurrection. That's right, you can upgrade the keep into a castle. It sounds expensive.
The player's forces are under attack. Upgrade complete.
Okay. Then he has a choice to go with defense or health and mana regeneration. And that can also produce tanks, I think? Depending on which option you go for. I don't get the rain though. Why is everything so barren if it's raining all the time? Unless it's acid rain. You just said it as I said it. Stop copying me, Kink, with my 4-second delay. I'm typing at exactly the same time I said it. You never seen rain? That's amazing, Legolas. Come to England and you'll see some rain. Or you'll just see grey. One or the other. Maybe both. You got 21 minutes left. Overclocked. We can't tell you though because we're observers, but obviously I think you're listening. Someone could maybe at him in the Twitch chat if he's watching that. I don't know. Twitch.tv/witty at overclocked.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's a lot of skeletons starting to stack up now. And if they've got like crazy damage, there's really bad news for Overclock because he's a melee hero, so he can't like snipe them from distance. If they stack up too many ranged hits. Yeah, they're summoned. I think he's been setting up some towers for the occasion, but I'm a bit worried these towers are just going to get taken down really quickly. They don't have... Well, that one's got fortified, but this one's got heavy armor. And some of those NPCs have like 300 magic damage.
Forces are under attack.
Ah, more stuff to purchase, increased experience gained. Oh, that's a temptation. But a bit late at this stage. He's going for it. The push begins now. The illusions, the infernals, the crits, the evasions. He's throwing everything out there. Top Kink is on your side, Overclocked. Is anyone else on Overclock's side? Anyone else rooting for Overclock?
Hi!
Hey there, Pete.
It's
Thank you.
been a while since my last request. Now for a new one, the wife beater strategy. I want to see some big Meat Boys action. Go Undead Banshee and Abum with DK and show them some domestic violence. By the way, don't hope the strategy will give you any trouble.
It's funny. I mean, as soon as you say wife beaters and abominations, it kind of makes sense. You can kind of imagine them like these fat, bold slobs who just don't care for many things. Alrighty, thank you very much there, Pete. Oh, those hits. Those rallied Searing Arrow hits. This scary music. Does that mean a boss has spawned? Because that's really bad news if that's the case. Let's slowly scroll up and see if we can spot a boss if it's on a way. Or it could just be scary music for the sake of scary music. No boss so far, so maybe it's just scary.
A player's forces are under attack.
Monk S. Okay, Overclock's safe so far. No big crabs. Okay. I don't know if Overclock's purchased everything from Captain Jack yet. He has visited Captain Jack. I've lost track of Overclock's hero again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Thank you, Pete. Yeah, I'll try. This is the quality content that you've subscribed for. There he is. Did they just try to heal that guy? But Overclock picked him off just before the death ball reached. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I remember stuff like that. The bosses have... Some of them have really strong abilities, like the life drain. You can try to move out of it, but it's still going to drain some health by the time you've moved out of it. And you try to get them down to health, like low health, and then they just life drain one of the NPCs and they're back to like full health again. Stuff like that's really, really hard to deal with. And sleep, yeah, one of the most overpowered spells in the game.
It's your boy. It's your
Just
boy, Richard.
because of the potential of what it can do. I'll just attack the mob. Yeah, well, that's easier said than done. Also, there's like a 2 to 3 second minimum invulnerability, so you can't attack straight away. And then you can just get instantly slept right after that. Thank you very much, Alex. And depending on how much mana the boss has got. Nice fire bolts. He's got healing wards in case he does suffer some health issues, but he's pretty much good. Doesn't need to worry about that just yet. 15 minutes coming up. Only 15 minutes left out of the 65 minutes, so this is getting real close. A new boss. Oh, there's air. Where's the troll? Oh. Fulgin with a 1500 range and 87 armor. So the damage doesn't seem too bad, but the armor's pretty insane. You're only doing 16% damage to him. Let's see how Overclock decides to take this issue on. I guess he's going back to base to upgrade some things. The gargoyles come over and they can sometimes attack this building as well, but I don't think he needs to worry about this building now. Not with the limited amount of time left. He's using up the lumber. I think he's just bought some units basically. More NPCs to fight for him.
Players' forces are under attack.
It looks glorious, doesn't it? Witch Doctor down some health though. Paladin's helping. Oh, I thought Overclock got one shot there. He's okay there. But he's still taking some real good damage here. Healing Ward helps to mitigate a little bit, but I don't think he can stand there as easily as he has been able to in the past. Chain Lightning, another ability to watch out for. Bit of burst damage. The Witch Doctor is going down a bit though. Oh! Paladin's down. He almost needs the Witch Doctor to get stuck so he can hit other units and then proc firebolts, but the downside is he's got so much range there's no way you can outrange him. 1500 range. I mean, these have got 1700 range. Maybe just if they can do it, but I doubt it. Yeah, level 50 Paladin. But he's going down quite quickly, to be frank with you. Need some infernal procs. Witch Doctor down to half health. But Overclock can't really afford to lose his hero, so he's got to be really cautious and run around. It's annoying, but he has to run away a lot, and there's not much he can do because he can't risk losing that hero again, can he really? He hasn't got the Ankhs anymore, item-wise. Healing wards are useful, but at this stage it almost feels like they need to heal faster. I'm doing alright. Go sip. Oh! The Great Ranger having an epic battle. Overclocked coming over. Mana Fountain. Witch Doctor getting closer and closer. Building's not holding up versus the multitudes. Close to 10 minutes left. This is a very powerful wave. If Overclock can pick off this guy, that would be life-saving, but it's really hard for him to engage. Got to fight your way through them, Overclock. And the Healing Ward. Uh-oh. Oh, this is escalated. If only there was some way to kite all of these mobs for the 10 minutes. Can you get your hero back? Have you got the resources for it? He was doing... Oh, he has. He's got his hero back. Just keep chugging away, Overclocked. But that base is going down very fast. So many range attacks. You got to be attacking... Nah, this looks really bad. That hero... Oh. GG! Overclock's still banned! Still banned! What could we do to get him unbanned? He was doing so well for such a long time.
I've met gnomes that are tougher than you. 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 I've met it's hammer time. I've met gnomes.
Well, there it is. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Because Overclocked will have to be unbanned another day, potentially. All the best. Take care.